Hi. You late? Yeah, well, I said from 12 till half past, so I don't even know what time it is. And I'm charging my phone as well. And I wanted to show you some stuff, so I should have charged it before. But I've just got a few bits to come through the post, and I was like, I'll save this for tonight because I was going to talk a little bit about art tonight. Only a little one because I'm on a show tonight called, what did I say it was called? Iron Realm Media. Only for a snippet, I think, later on tonight. But I'll probably shout that out again later. I've just got a new journal book, which I'll show you, but I'm going to show the colour I got tonight. And I've just got this as well because I'm not waiting for people to come in either. I'm just going to carry on. A little mouse trap because, and it doesn't kill them because the other day when I read a card out, one of my oracle cards, if anyone remembers, it said something about the field mice. That night, I could see something out the corner of my eye and I was like, what's that? And it was a tiny little, it was really cute field mouse. And it went up the bird's cage and was eating its nuts. And I was like, how did that get in? I have seen them in my garden before, but I was like, how did that get in? Now, sometimes when I go outside to just sit and ponder outside in nature, in my garden, I leave the door open and the conservatory door, so I don't know if it sneaked past and got in. And when I tried to catch it to put it back outside, it just disappeared. I believe they can get under anywhere, so I don't know where it's gone. I haven't seen anything, but I just thought if I try and put some food in this, and then I'd have to take it away from the house too, so it doesn't come back in. I don't know if these work, but I haven't seen it, but I'm just going to put it out just in case. What does this do? I haven't looked at it. Something needs, whatever that is. Oh, is that off there? Yeah. It's got a little, I don't even know how it works. Is it that way? No. Anyway. Oh, yeah. When they step on that, I think it hits that and it shuts it. So we'll see, because obviously I don't want to kill it. It looks a bit naff, but we'll see if it works. I haven't seen it, but I was just like, talk about field mice, and then there's a field mouse in my house. I was like, my other journal book, it's the same one as this, which is called, I can never say the name, it begins with an L. I'll have to look at afterware sometimes. Hi, Sleeping Warrior. Yeah. You know, where I've done a lot of art stuff, and that was the one I did the other day. Just randomly watching TV. What have I done in here before? You know, the little pictures I've done in here before. I've not been using it as much, and I need to get back into it because obviously that was me, you know. Cute. A younger looking Trump, but I tried. I don't normally draw men, and I thought it was quite funny. JFK. Red waves coming. I'll talk about that in a minute. Why I'm just waiting a little bit for my phone to charge up to show you some Q drops that I was interested in. I don't go through all of them. I'm pretty chilled and relaxed about it, and you know, I trust the plan. So you know, pictures like this. Hi. But I've just been freaked out by one of my pictures that I drew ages ago in a film that I've just been watching, which Sleeping Warrior will know I was watching it because you were helping me with the PC again while I was watching it. But I'll get into that in a minute because, so let me see. Hang on a minute. Oh. So, I'm going to get my phone now and hopefully it's charged a little bit so I can show you. If I knew where my phone was. Other side. Still windy here. Weather's rubbish. So, let's go over to the Q drops that I was liking. Because, you know, we're talking about Brexit. Oh, and by the way, Someone shouted out before about the New Zealand thing. I didn't know about the mosque thing. I haven't looked at the news, so I do think, yes, there's things going on. I haven't looked at it, but the Brexit thing, because I went in a Discord yesterday and they're all getting triggered by the letter Q and all still saying the same things because they don't research, so they don't want to know, they don't realise it's the same movement as what they're on with Brexit and stuff, but they don't seem to understand. They laugh when I say Trump's part of Q, therefore they don't research, though they don't know, they don't want to research, they can't be bothered researching or listening. So I said it doesn't really matter, because if you support Trump, which they do, you support Q without even knowing it. But they just laugh it off because they think I don't know anything, but there you go. So Trump the other day, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, because I don't know what day it is, spoke about Brexit when he was talking to the Prime Minister of Ireland. Ireland. Did the Clintons have anything to do with things in Ireland and certain stuff? Anyway, just saying. Talking to the President of Ireland, and then some journalist, I didn't listen to all of it, mentioned Brexit, and he was like, oh yes, Brexit, wah. Then he said he predicted something the other year, and I was like, he's just mentioned Brexit, because what some people don't understand is when he mentions something, that's what we're focusing on at the time. So then Q drops, same day, Q drops, and I love this, because remember, it's normally Q at the end, but this one isn't. Very sad to see Germany pulling the strings on the UK, and that's ... underlined underneath with an exclamation mark. Democracy must and should always prevail. Q plus. Oof, can't think who Q plus is, Then the one after that, this was March the 14th, stand strong, patriots of the UK. It doesn't say that, but stand strong, patriots. The United States stands with you. Q plus. Can't think who Q plus is, but there you go. So, I think this is about Brexit, people. People keep saying, like, who is it over here? Not Nigel, even though Nigel's friends with Trump. Piers Morgan was saying, we need a Trump over here for Brexit. Yeah, we do. We've got him all right. We've got the United States behind us. Don't worry about that. Also, what came out after that was, I'm not going into the links, but be vigilant at all times. USA, UK, FR, France, Italy. See something, say something. Narrative needed. Fake news attempting to rebrand harmful testimony and instead provide misleading info to their readers. I mean, what? They don't put this information out, do they? Enemy of the people. Yes, we all know mainstream media is the enemy of the people, even though some people seem to keep looking at it. It's like, why still looking at it? Why still reading out mainstream media when it's always reversed of what they're saying? So, not big enough to pull headlines. News away. Think days. I think the mainstream media is going to get broken into in days, and something's going to drop. Sealed indictments, or is it the Mueller? Because they've got to get that out of the way first before they can do anything, and all this stuff. It's still March, people. We know something's dropping in March. Then this was yesterday. Tomorrow is Friday in capital letters, because big things normally happen on a Friday, or we get a lot of drops on a Friday, because JFK Jr. had a dog, and the dog was called Friday, if anybody didn't know, but I know that because I've done a lot of research, so just saying. And it'll most likely be on Fox News, because we know about Fox News, because the DOJ reached agreement with the Clinton lawyers to block FBI access to the Clinton Foundation emails, and so on and so on. So we know what's going on. So yes, the USA does stand with us. The USA stand with every country, really, because there's a lot going on, and they know. Yeah. Yes, spoofy, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, I noticed I'm planning on buying an electric. Oh, yeah. So, interesting. So that's what I really loved about those drops. Hillary Clinton, I like the name. Yeah, Hillary Clinton. She's got a big list. She has, the Clintons. Looking fresh, thanks. I've just cut my fringe. It was a bit too long. You need to see my eyebrows. Probably like a bit like Cleopatra. But yeah. Anyway, so I only wanted to throw a few of the little Q things out there, because we know there's things about to drop. The Mueller thing's got to be all out the way. and then things can drop because they've had the wrong people being put away, the right people being put away and the wrong people being set free, as we know. Well, that's how it goes. That's what they try and do over here as well, everywhere. So, films. I'm a bit freaked out by this. I'm watching last night. Sleeping Warriors helping with my PC. So I'm just sat on the couch watching a film, just getting on with my film. Mark Anthony just said, so, I'm watching this. I'm going to get this name wrong again. Hang on. I'm watching. I'm watching. I think it's called Valerian, if I'm saying it right, on Netflix. Valerian. Whoa. Yeah, it's a bit sci-fi. I love all that stuff, but I'm looking in the film like, what's this? The beginning of it starts with this. Yes, it's a planet, and it's these like beings that are bald and they're full of glitter, like shiny bodies, and they're all living in harmony with the earth and the elements and so on and so on, and with the sea and all this good stuff, and they live in harmony, and that's the way it's been for centuries. Valerian root helps us sleep. Well, there you go. Might be a bit of a dream world state, but I'm watching it, and that picture's freaked me out because I'm always drawing women's faces, and Jacob's like, yeah, experiment 70s watch Valerian. So I'm just going to show you a few pictures I took of the film, because they live in a place called Mew, or Mule, with an L. I'm not sure how you say it. But what I noticed was, I thought, well, I've ever heard that before where they might have changed it slightly, and I'm like, Mew. And Mew looks like, I know some people are going to get triggered, this is just a film, but when they talk about planet Earth, obviously, they put it out like this, which I don't believe it's round, but I'm just saying, looks a bit like the model of what they say Earth is, which I don't believe it is, but I'm just saying, so nobody get triggered, with this, see here, MUL. Looks a bit, earthly colours, I should say, with the water and stuff. Not talking about the shape of it. What's at the top of the Q map? Atlantis. Lemuria. Mew. Hello? Mew. Mew? Atlantis? Mew? I'm like, The beings that lived there, I thought, well, it looks a bit Atlantarian, but if it's like water, yeah, Mew. Because the most magically enchanting movie I've seen in many years. This was 2017, by the way. I didn't even know nothing about it. 2017. By the maker of the director of Lord of the Rings. Aha! I love Lord of the Rings. It's an unforgettable big screen experience. It reminds me of Avatar, because this is where they live, right? Water. We know water's a lot more than we've been told it is. Seashells. Reminds me a bit of Atlantis, just because Atlantis was supposed to have a lot of water, and doesn't water conduct and this and that. And I'm just like, oh, interesting. Also, I knew you would catch up to a muted Pokemon. Oh, I don't know. And then the boats look a bit Egyptian, if you get what I'm saying, or something. These beings that like to collect pearls from the water, Atlantean, the beings are very sparkly, glittery, shiny in the sun. I'm like, yes. They use, they talk from the heart, but they have a bit of like telepathy and stuff. I'm like, yes. They have the pointy head and it's a little bit elongated, if anyone gets what I'm saying, a bit cone-like shaped, a bit looking, what people put out there, reptilian. I don't know, well, they look a bit reptilian. I'll come into chat in a minute. They look a bit tribal, obviously, a bit Egyptian, a bit warrior, a bit Zulu, a bit, oh, what do they call it? Nomadic, you know, and you'll get what I'm saying by the headdresses, this round the neck, big earrings. This, I think nomads and Zulu, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, have jewelry and things like this, you know, there is a different, I'm like, hey, so, but also, what made me laugh was, see if I can get a good picture. One of the characters in it, I can't remember what her name was. This here. So she's sparkly, right? Can you see the sparkles here? She's sparkly. She's got sparkles in her eyebrows. Sparkly, you know, bald, whatever. Let me see if I can find another picture. Here's a guy. And someone's put a picture up of a bit like aquatic fish-like thing, because they do look a bit aquatic, going back to Atlantis, going back to what's in the sea. But the weird thing was, because they have all these glittery bits and stuff, and round their eyebrows, the glittery bits, I'm like, remember this book? I drew this last year. I thought, I've seen something like that before. I drew this last year, right? Glittery bits on the eyebrows. If anyone remembers me drawing this was last year, not recently. Oh, I'm even freaked out now with what I've just realised in the film. This light coming out or whatever, and this is here like the pineal gland is, I watched the film Valerian, I'm freaked out. Well, I'm not freaked out, Dave. I drew this last year. Don't you think that sort of looks a bit like, slightly a bit like that? Sort of. And they talk from there. They use the pineal. And if anyone's seen the film, when a thing happens and she sort of dies or a soul goes, she sort of goes poof, and she blasts all the light out in different colours. I'm like, what? What's this? And her soul went somewhere and went into someone else's body, because I don't really want to go out on about the film if you don't want to see it, even though probably I'm going to do a rundown on it. So I'm like, yeah, that's odd, because he had all these little dotty bits of glitter, and I drew this last year, and I'm like, what? And they use their, I'm going to get this name wrong, they use their pineal glands and it's, oh, I can't remember the other word for it, to communicate to other people, and they say, yeah, I know, I've got a Cleopatra fringe. Someone said, oh, I'm getting images, and someone saying, oh, is it just images from your memories? And they're like, no, you're being communicated through either from the past or the future. And I was like, what? Telepathy, energies, frequencies, high, as we all know. So that, to me, you'll know what I mean. If you watch the film, you'll know what I mean by this picture I drew last year that just came into my head. And I've just seen this film last night and finished it off today. Never seen it before, didn't know the story behind it. It was like, see the eyebrows? See the glitter on the eyebrows and the little circly bits on mine. I'm like, what? And also, one I drew the other day was this one. Just sketched it out the other day randomly. That's why it's in the back of my sketchbook. Well, this book, because I was just like, oh, I'll just stick this in the back. Also, this picture, sort of, the eyes, sort of, imagine this face, bald, without hair, it sort of reminded me, the eyes a little bit. I know hers are a bit slanted, but I was like, with the glittering and the animals and stuff, a fish and a big fish, animals and stuff, because they came from a planet that works with the elementals all together in harmony, which I keep saying, I believe that's what we were. And the planet they came from was called Mu, which I said sounds like Mu, which is the top of the Q map. which is with Atlantis and Limeria, and I'm like, what? So I know this will be a bit out there for some people, but I am into all this sort of stuff, and I am into believing you can get messages from elsewhere, different dimensions on different frequencies, or whatever you want to call it. People can laugh. I don't care, because I think there's a lot of stuff out there we don't know. We've been lied to. We do work on frequencies, energy, and sound, and light, and just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Just because I don't mean anyone in chat, people who are watching like, oh, can't understand something, because we have been programmed all our life to believe other stuff, doesn't mean there's not other realms out there, of whatever you want to say it, behind that veil that we can't see because we've been lied to, that communicate to us. So when people, I have a friend who laughs when I say, oh, when you get downloads, or people got downloads, uploads, messages, images in your head. Yes, we know certain military stuff can mess with it, but I do believe that doesn't come from your head, that comes from out somewhere else. People go, what space? Do you believe in space? Because NASA lie. NASA do lie, but I'm not saying they lie about everything. We don't know. We know they've lied about a lot of stuff. But you get truth in lies as well. And also, what is space? Do they mean the space around us? Here, this is space. This space here. When spirit world comes in, when people see ghosts and stuff like that, are they on a different frequency? Are they on a different energy? Are they behind something we can't see? I believe in spirits and stuff like that. It's an energy that's residing, I believe. So people can laugh, people who just don't understand, or don't choose to understand, or then again don't choose to be open-minded. I'm quite open-minded to a lot, because I think we just don't know. We've been lied to. So, and that is a fact. We have been lied to about a lot of stuff. My glasses just broke. So I'm interested. I was just like, wow, this film was brilliant. Dolly, can you give Jenny Moonstone a whoop? Jenny Moonstone a whoop, shout out. It's her birthday today. My girl. Oh, happy birthday, Moonstone. Whoop whoop. There are 7 dimensions of kindred. Yeah, people go on about different dimensions. It's a bit like 7 dimensions, it's like 7 chakras and all that. I believe in all that. Justified and ancient. Exactly. It's all out there. Right in front of our faces. They put it all out there. Songs, films. Like someone said yesterday, and a lot of people say, oh, well, I can't watch some of these films because they're a bit out there, especially some of these sci-fi fantasy stuff, because I just can't wrap my head around it. It just seems really out there. That's what they want you to think. There might be certain things in it where they've twisted things, or things look different, but it was funny how there was different beings that the military were meeting, and they were all together and living in harmony, and just because things look different don't mean they're bad, because some of them look really weird. Some of them were like, I think I took a picture, some of them were like beings of what were they, like jellyfish but in a suit, and I was like, jellyfish, what's at the bottom of the sea? They light up. Are they beings? Are the beings at the bottom of the sea? If anyone gets what I'm talking about, because we go on about up there, whatever that is, even if you can get out, but as above so below. What's at the depths of the ocean? What's at the depths of the ocean? Pretty Pacific Rim, anyone see that? The things came from the bottom of the ocean, didn't they? Because, we can't even get down there either properly, can we? So, what's down there? It is dark. I thought I took a picture of these beings, but I don't think I did. But it's an ace film if you can look with different eyes. Yeah, Roxanne is a boss. If you can look with different eyes, and that's why I love all this stuff. I would have been... So, this is why kids education needs to be scrapped and started again, and we need to start, because when all this stuff comes out about what's been going on in certain places, with the government, this, that, and the other, things need to start, because they're talking about having a holistic approach, which, yeah, they will be talking about it now, let's hope they do it, yeah, it does, because you need to get kids learning in different ways, not just sat there. They need to be more doing and letting them ask questions, and if we find out the snippets of this and snippets of that we can all look into again, I'll read it in a minute, all look into again, of different things that are coming up with archaeology and all the things that they're putting out there now, I think kids would be more interested. I'd have been more interested at school. You'd want to learn because it's like I said, it's that intuitive thing where kids get bored because I think deep down they know they're being lied to and they're not really learning much. And in the Valerian, if I've said it right again, Dolly Daydream, Roxanne is finally premiering her last show at 8 tonight. Make sure you are watching, is really cool. Give it a plug. Yeah, so check out Roxanne the Globalist Deniers premiere tonight at 8 people. I'll be on after anyway, so I don't know if I'll be watching because I'm on unless I come on before. Talk about art for half an hour maybe, and then go over there, and then obviously on Iron Realm Media. I'm going to be tired today. Oh, Dad, what is it? Daily Mail UK, William and Harry parting ways. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? Oh, I wonder why. What are they reporting on, Dad? Dad cannot think why the royals are all over the papers lately and they've never shut up about the royals, and William and Harry might be, maybe that's because Harry's dad is not Prince Charles, maybe. I'm just saying that's out there. They've even been reported on at the DNA. And did he make a vow to his mother? Because they reckon he made a vow to his mother. Also, who remembers the boom that Harry did last year with the was it the military guy behind? Boom. Who says boom? Q. Just putting it out there. I've been saying the royals have been in the papers for ages. It's not what people who watch mainstream media, you know, with the goggles on, the rose-tinted glasses, and reading the paper with the rose-tinted glasses on, think that it's about like, oh, they're arguing about this. Oh no, there's much more behind it. And Trump did stand in front of the Queen when he came over. So, yeah, just saying. If anyone gets what I'm talking about. Some people hear, but they do not listen. Sorry, I'm just going back on chat to... Oh, you said not dimensions. Well, we all use different words for it, but I think we all sort of know, you know, definitely frequencies. And this is a chat I want to talk about when I said the other day about the awakening and how people wake up to different things, and people say different words and do different things doesn't mean it's not right. People do it their own way, and people come to them who resonate with what they're doing, the way they're doing it, because they work that way. Talked about this before. Yeah, it was funny. Sick of my Wi-Fi going off every 20 minutes. Well, Q said the other day about Instagram and stuff going down. Wi-Fi's been playing up. It's been playing up. America, I think that Insta, Facebook were all playing up, going down and everything. So it's not a surprise. Change up, people. Change up. But yeah, the film Valerian. Is it Valerian? Valerian. Yeah, it was brilliant, and I'm just a bit gobsmacked with some of the stuff I've been drawing last year and looking at them pictures thinking, what? What? Just let me go over and see if it says anything on the news. What? Ooh, wasteland somewhere near where I live could be turned into a country park. Well, flipping heck. That's brilliant, and I think I know where that is. That's quite funny. QAnon. Oh my God, QAnon 22 hours ago, YouTube. What's this? QAnon told FBI. What's this? Why is this on the news? Theresa May scrambles to save Brexit. Oh, just let me go on this QAnon. That seems to be in the news. What's this? Oh, it's Space Shot. Why is that? That's really weird. Well, it's not weird. When you go into the news, well, not in the news, when you go on Google and it has all the newsy stuff down here, I'm like, yeah. Space Shot, QAnon's, oh, I've just deleted it. All right, it's not there now, but it was. QAnon's coming out, as we know. Trying to tell people yesterday. Oh, there it is. The Fab Four. It's not at the top of the list, this, with Prince Charles and Prince William. The Fab Four split isn't just about Prince Harry and William. Let's go into that. The Daily Mail. What are they saying? Fab Four. It's not just about their wives, writes Richard K. There's a picture of them splitting. What does this say? Ever since the death of their mother, they have been linked inseparably, I can't say it, not in just the public consciousness, but across the royal stage. The royal stage. As boys, William and Harry are inseparable, finding solace in one another as they coped with the shattering loss of Princess Diana, and later sharing in each other's dreams and successes as adults. William's marriage, blah, 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 let's go right, yeah, and split. Let's see what's going on there. When Meghan arrived with her Hollywood glamour, the threesome became the Fab Four, as popular. Wah, 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 wah. But what this... In fact, the ending of a double act, which has not only helped bring stability to the monarchy, but showered it with popularity, has been inevitable from the moment it was announced that the Duchess of Sussex was pregnant. The creation of separate courts reflects boys' changing responsibilities. It's the clearest sign yet that William is destined for the throne, and thus pushing his brother to the margins of the royal life. It happens to every generation. Nearly 40 years ago, happened to Prince Andrew. For the first 22 years of his life, he was a heartbeat away from the crown. Good job he wasn't, with what we're learning about him, isn't it? As next in line after his brother Prince Charles. Then when Prince and Princess of Wales began I'm not reading all of it, so anyway, it's up there for you to go and read. But with William and Harry, it was somehow different. Their closeness in age meant that they were often seen together. I'm sure William said he didn't want to be king. Could be wrong. Then there was a unique way in which they were raised. Diana refused to allow usual protocols of the favouritism to take root. She instructed courtiers, servants and other members of the royal family that the boys were to be treated identically. She insisted that when important photographs were taken of the future King William, his younger brother was also in the picture. She even made a point of bringing Harry to William's first day at Eton, so they would be photographed together and he wouldn't feel left out. Diana was anxious, I'll come in chat in a minute. Diana was anxious for Harry to be included in everything. She wanted to avoid the traditional fate of the second son sparing the royal family. Left with a significant role while both position and estate income from the Duchy of Cornwall as Prince of Wales and from the Crown Estates as sovereign, in brackets that was, went to the firstborn son. When she learned that the Queen Mother treated William more favourably, she asked her not to. Such a determined modern approach to parenting helped ensure that when the boys faced the terrible tragedy of her death in Paris 22 years ago, they had each other to rely on. It has been that way until now. Inevitably, the split will be seen with sadness as William and Harry, or just the boys, they have been indivisible and the public have loved his royal double act. But the fact is, this separation had to happen sooner rather than later. As the Queen reigns near its end, oh yes it does, and Prince Charles prepares for the throne, and he did say last year when he never says anything there's going to have to be some changes. Oh yes, there does need to be changes. William, with Kate at his side, has to make a great leap forward. Yes, you do. There can only be one Prince of Wales. It is not a role that can be shared. William, after all, is going to be top dog. We might have expected their break to have come sooner. Last May, for example, Harry and Meghan were married, but they found 3 were better as for, and the wow factor of glamorous young royal couples convinced asides that it was worth persisting with a little for a little longer. I'm just saying, things are going down there. Anyway, I'm not reading all that out because it's there for you to go and read yourself. But we have been, Muller's there. Muller, Muller report to be made public. Woohoo! I think poo, and I think fan, and I think bring it on, Mad March. Oh yes. Just having a nosy through there. Paris Jackson. Yes, UK weather forecast. All this stuff. Brexit, Trump talking about the UK. So, anyone wonder why Diana was whacked? I know. I wonder why. What did she know? What did she know? And who's seen the video with a butt naked man climbing out of the Buckingham Palace window? I don't know if it was fake. It looked pretty real. I was showing someone the video. I thought, what's all that about? What goes on in that palace? Or under that palace? What did she know? That's all I'm saying. That's a classic. No, he died. Who died? So what you're saying, I'm not familiar with them dumb people or trolls. Who, what? I get mixed up with all these warrior names. I know there's quite a few. So what's everyone saying? Wasn't it a kid? Do you mean this what was climbing out the window? I don't know. He was a scouser, that guy that got into the Queen's bedroom, of all people. Was it real then? I just thought, I was like, is it a joke? What, was it real? And then he fell, didn't he? He fell. He was hanging out with a bed sheet. Was it the other year or whenever it was? I don't know when it was. And then he fell, and I was like, oh my God, where did he fall? Like, did he die? Did he? I never heard of it. But then again, I don't watch the news. So was it on the news? Was it actually on the news? I was like, oh my God. Oh. Concrete. What, did he die? Looked pretty high up to me. I was like, Jesus. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's birthday today. Oh, is it? Wonder how many will be at the party. Yeah. Do you mean funeral? Wonder if they'll have a picture of her at a birthday party celebrating her. How old is she? Million years old. The Queen don't play. No. So, I was watching Valerian, which is brilliant. I'm now watching The Arrival, and it's brilliant because it's about someone getting in contact with different, beings that looked a bit like trees, stumps, but then again looked a bit like octopuses, but then again looked a bit like, they just look weird. They looked a bit like this. And they reminded me of, do you remember Stranger Things? They had this thing that was like this. I just sort of quickly draw it. Like this. Like this, with legs. And when they put the hand out to write with what looked like ink, black ink, black goo, they squirted it out in this atmosphere thing they were in, and they drew letters or whatever they were letters, but the hands were like a 6-pointed star, like this. When they opened up the little, it was like, and then they sprayed ink out that looked like black goo stuff, and the woman in it is a linguistic, and she was obviously trying to break down their communication, which made me think of the Vril Society and Maria Orkic, because I'm going to do a chat on Maria Orkic, because I'm going to do a chat on it. I think that'd be a good chat to go into. Women as well, because we're all women in it. Hang on. And it's on the Q map. Maria Orkic and Nikola Tesla. Yes. The communications with extraterrestrials, and that's what the film I'm watching now is about. It's a book. Hang on a minute. Frill. You know, where Hitler's supposed to have got his information from. Where's that? Yeah, look at her. She was a pretty lady. Pretty lady. Just hang on a minute. Why is this not the Frill Society, UFOs? Maria, I know this anyway. Maria, I think it was Nazi. I think Hitler was interested in her and said, you can sort of carry on with your investigations, but you must give us the info. He was intrigued by her. It wasn't part of that at the beginning, I don't believe, because they always twist anything. You know, it wasn't. That's where he got his technology from. The Vril Society was established after Orsic received communication from extraterrestrials who once lived in what is now Samaria, Samaria. These beings eventually departed Earth for the, I don't know what that says, the older Bararin, I can't even say that, solar system. The Vril named themselves after the ancient Sumerian word Vril, meaning godlike. Oh, well. Yes, Hitler's Secret Society. Isn't it? No, I believe it was Maria's. It was a load of women because the hair connected to. That's why I'm gonna do a chat on it. They say it was Nazi, but I think Hitler was very interested in her. Found out what she was doing because he was very interested in a lot of spirituality. That's why he took the swastika. The swastika wasn't his; it's Buddhist, I believe, and you know, said you can carry on with your info collecting and all this, but you must let us know what info you're getting, and that's where I believe he got the bell from, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. But she's here. Like I said, what this interests me is the Nikola Tesla, Maria Orkic, because he got in contact as well. And then she went missing in Yugoslavia, disappeared in 1945. Where did she disappear to? And I think the Germans wanted to, yes, it does say there, the Vril Society, Thrul Society, Order of the Black Sun. But I do believe they got in there. Occultism, see, it says on here, we're not saying this is all right on it, because this is just what someone's put the dots together, so it doesn't mean it's exactly right, is occultism scrubbed from World War II history. And then when you follow the line up, it says the Rockefeller Foundation, which goes to, behold, I will make them of the sanalage, I can't even read what that says, of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. So, yeah. And then what does that go on to? John D. Rockefeller. Rothschilds, obviously. Zionism, it says. And that goes to also Satanism, Lucifer, Satan, Baal, Tower of Baal. Yeah. and all that sort of good stuff. And the Khazarian Mafia, which I've talked about because that's what the EU is, you know, these elites. That's why we want to be out of the EU because, yeah, Khazarian Mafia. Just saying. So I don't know why I just went into that, but yeah. And this is why the women didn't cut their hair, they grew it long because very, very long, like horsetail long, because they used it as an antennae. Everyone knows I've talked about this before. Hi. The Vril members were attractive young women who grew who grew their hair all the way down past their hips, which was uncharacteristic of these times because then fashion came in and things and women started having their hair cut like in, do you remember when they had it like sort of like a fringe like mine? They started having the little you know, them sort of, all them sort of shorter styles, cutting the hair off instead of growing it long. So it was quite, you know, women were having different hairstyles and stuff. So the logic for growing their hair to such an extravagant length centered around their belief that, and then you think about Native American Indians and native people of tribal things normally grow their hair out, you know, braid them, whatever. The logic for growing the hair to such an extravagant length centered around their belief that human hair acts as an antennae to make contact with extraterrestrials. They believed that they could use the telepathic, because telepathic is big, abilities to communicate with their otherworldly beings and give the Nazis some sort of advantage over their opponents, which we know, yes. Which goes back to that film of Valerian, where the girl in the picture. So I'm going to do a chat on Maria because I'm interested, and she's a woman, girl power there, but not over men, balance. Is this picture? Dad's just sent me something. Is this picture again? What is she doing here? Telepathy, pineal gland, telepathy. This is why it'll be good for me when I can grow my channel with the PC with Sleeping Warrior helping me, because I'll be able to put pictures up and stuff, and it'll be a better chat sometimes, you know. I can have things going on in the background in the future, so I think that'll be good. So, yeah, you know, and I've said, you think about your hairs on your arm. If you've got spooked and you think, oh my God, something just went through me, I thought I felt a presence or something, your hairs stand up on your end like little antennae. Animals do this in nature. Spiders do it with the little hairs. We have hairs all over our body apart from the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet. They're antennae. That's why they prick up when you're like, oof, you know? This is just an extension of a bigger antennae. That's why I believe, like I've said before, Native American Indians and people like that grew their hair long. And it was proven that, I've talked about this before and I'll probably go into it again, when they took some Native American Indians into the military, they could find things through the senses and stuff, and they were really good at tracking. But when they shaved their hair off, you know, because normally the military style was like shave your hair off, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. So they were like, no, you don't shave the hair off, you leave it, because they were better at tracking and sensing. It's all about your senses, people. Not always what you see and what you think, because we know that's programmed. She senses, people. So what's my dad just sent me? I don't even know what I'm waffling on about now, you know, just go into chat mode. Oh my God, what's this? Oh. Oh, did he die, Dad? Oh. Oh. I did think they'd get him in a thing first, but apparently the guy who had cystic fibrosis died on the 13th. But he's got a picture there. Oh. What's this one? What's this? Am I going on this link? Show this to your brother. What's that? Dad, I don't get it. I can't. This media is not available because it includes content you've chosen not to see. I haven't chosen not to see it. I don't get it. Am I being daft? Oh, Obama. At Obama. Oh. Ooh, Obama's 2 daughters connected in the massive college bribery scheme. Really? What's the other one? Hacked documents from Pelosi laptop links her to Benghazi scandal. It's all starting to come out, isn't it? Love it. Brilliant. Almost made me spit my water all over my computer. I didn't look at it properly. Hi, Fifth World. Good morning. Is Michael? Oh, right. I didn't read it properly. Is Michelle Michael? Oh, my God. It's hilarious. You know, because Michelle Michael, as Obama's always said, oh, my wife, Michael, he said Michael at Michelle. Why did Joan Rivers supposedly die when she said something about it? So, I think that, Hi, Fifth World. Fifth World, if you haven't seen it, I was waiting for you to come in. You've got to watch Valerian, the movie on Netflix. I was flabbergasted at the beginning. They were light beings from a planet called Mule. It sounded like Mule, but it sounded like on the Q map, at the top of the Q map, I'll just say this again before I go. Mule, Atlantis. It looked Atlantean, sort of, if you get what I'm saying, because I'm going to show you some pictures. It was called Mew. I was like, oh my God, it's on the Q map. And the pictures that I took off the film, I was flabbergasted. I had to finish it off today. It looked like this. Their world looked like this. Big shells, they were in harmony with the elements and the animals and everything, and they had pearls and the bodies were glittery, and I thought a bit Atlantean because shells, a lot of water. They worked with the water, and their job was just to fish for pearls because it kept it in harmony. They had ley lines, crystal ley lines, and it was brilliant. Yeah, and I was freaked out because they looked like this. Beautiful. They had shiny, glittery skin. Glitter bits over their eyebrows. See all the glitter under the skin? They glistened in the sun. But what I was laughing at is this book. I drew this picture last year, didn't even think, and then thought, I've drawn something like that last year, and it was this. After drawing like Pisces, mermaids under the sea, water, the next picture after that was this, that I did last year. Look at the eyebrows, glitter. They've got glitter in the eyebrows, glitter. Never seen this film before. I thought it looks a bit familiar. Also, when something happened to her, she blasted a load of light out of her when her soul went. And they talk like this. They use the pineal gland, telepathy and stuff. And it was mad. And I wrote singularity. 1, sound, light, frequency, vibrations, energy, the highest form of love. I was like, what? Looked a bit like, sort of, bald. Look at the eyebrows, look at my eyebrows. I mean, Jesus, it's nearly the same. See all the dots in the eyebrows? I was like, what? And one of the guys in it, I'll show you if I can find the picture. I was like, where was I getting this from? Remember, I've been drawing a lot of blue. They were quite Egyptian, Zulu, that sort of thing. I'm trying to fish like, you know, on this picture someone had put see the glittery bits around their eyebrows. I was like quite blown away by it, really. I was like, boats look a bit Egyptian, you know. They were collecting pearls because the pearls held the greatest energy. There was loads of things in this film, but I was there's a telepathy bit, pineal gland, telepathy. Look at her eyebrows, glittery skin, and there was me drawing that last year. Like popped in my head and thought, what? Yeah, and then a picture I drew the other day before I watched this was bald again, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna draw this out, you know, because something popped in my head and I just drew it. Was this one bald again? But that one I actually put the glittery bits in. Well, yeah, not glittery bits, but actually drew it with the you know. That's why I say you should draw stuff in a sort of book, because I'll be talking about this tonight, a little art stuff about, because a new book's coming, I'm going to show you what I'm using it for. Because when you look back, I'm like, oh yeah, oh, where did that pop out from? You know, these bits here, I'm like, you know, let your light shine through. And their world got destroyed by humans, people. Oh yes, but they forgave, even though people had died, they forgave, unconditional love. It was just brilliant. I'm going to do a rundown on that film. I really liked it. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. It was like Avatar. And they were very tall, like Avatar. But the bit at the beginning, when she wakes up and she washes her face in pearls and it makes her face more shiny and glittery, and I was like, what? And Sleeping Warrior was here helping fix me PC, still sorting something out, and he was just like, what? I'm like, oh, I love this film. And he's like, yeah, it's a bit out there. I'm like, no, it isn't. Not when you've got eyes that see. If anyone gets what I'm talking about, I was like, wow. So if you haven't seen it, please go and watch this film. It was ace. What's correct? Sorry, I'll come into chat now. What we're all saying. Looks like Avatar, but with flesh-coloured skin. Well, Avatar were blue, which they were pale, but they had a lot of glitter, different colours, different glitter. Yeah, it was great. It was so many films I'm watching. I'm watching Arrival now. So yeah, Avarians. That's what I thought. I thought when I saw this, I'm gonna write it out. And that thing was in Stranger Things, by the way, thing of the Stranger Things. When I saw this, because I haven't seen these films, they're just popping up, and it's from 2017, people. And they came from a star system, something or other, Q something, and I was like, really? When I saw, just let me find it. When I saw this, so that's how it's spelled. When I saw that word, Lavarian, or whatever it's called, I just thought Aryan, the Aryans, it sounds like Aryans. Yeah, avians, or avians, or whatever they used to say, and I was like, yeah, looks like the one I captured on. Yes, oh my god! Oh, yes, and it was bald fifth. I know exactly what you're talking about because I watched it, and I was like, so people go, yeah, we see things in clouds. It's like, no. Oh, Dolly, I told you were tapping into the... I believe it now. I'm going to have to keep drawing. I was just going to say that she's always... I didn't know, though. So that's why I know I'm coming tonight with a little art. A little chat on art, not a big one. I've got a new art book. You on YouTube, show this to your brother. Dolly Daydream, open YouTube link. Show this to your brother. Show this to your brother? What? YouTube link? I didn't. I couldn't link it. What do you mean? But yeah, in the sky, fifth. Aryans. I was like, what? But yeah, I just think it's amazeballs. So no wonder I've been thinking with blue, things with blue. I know she's gone purple, but what's this? Feather birdies. Avians, birds, things that fly. I don't know. I see loads of things in class. Yeah, well, the film I'm just watching called Arrival on Netflix, I'm just looking, Dad, is they're trying to make contact with extraterrestrials like Maria Volkic, and they're trying to linguistics. And the thing that they go in that looks like a portal, funny, I don't even know what it is. When they go up to this thing, it's like it looks like clouds, and then they see these things that look like cloud. It might be their atmosphere, but it looks like cloud, and they're coming through, and you see these beings, and you're like, "What's that?" Because they look massive, and they sound like whales. Which is funny because someone I was watching the other day, I can't remember if it was Jay Dreamers or Chris, I think it is, we're talking about the giant whales. And I was like, that was also in the film. I've just been watching, what's it called? I can never say it now. Valerian, because they went under the water to get this little jellyfish thing so she could see where her friend had gone. And they were like massive, big, weird whales with legs. So I was like, oh yeah. Because those beings that live under the sea, whales and that, are very, powerful and stuff, if anyone gets what I'm talking about. Anyway, what am I looking at and what's that? So that was all connecting. Angry Faces the other day. I've seen some as well, Dave. I'm like, energies and stuff. I mean, Twitter link. I went to the Twitter link, Dad. Oh, right. Is this what? Yeah, that one. But there isn't a link to it, is there? What am I supposed to be doing? I've just shown it. What am I supposed to be doing? I don't get it. Video. There is no video. It's not letting me tap on the... What am I supposed to be tapping onto? Show this to your brother. What am I supposed to go on, Obama? This one? The tale of two Obamas' lives and legacy of two vastly different brothers. That one? It's probably because I've not spoke to you, so I don't get what's going on, because I haven't not looked at anything this morning. Oh. It's not letting me... Donald Trump promised to drain the swamp. He is doing... What video? I'll have to show it after, because I can't get it to come up. What's the two Valerian movies? No? One on Netflix. You've just sent it, Dad, but it's not... What I'm saying is, it's not doing anything. There's no movie coming up. No movie. This media is not available. It includes content you've chosen not to see. What movie? I don't know, Dad. I thought I saw a girl had a crush on the clouds. Laugh out loud. What, that Rolling Stones song? Get my cloud. You're blocked. I'm blocked. Oh, I'm blocked. That's what I was saying. I can't get into it. I haven't blocked myself from anything. Look, it says the following media may contain sensitive material. Oh. Let me just go over to Twitter. Right, Twitter. No, I don't know. Funny material. Well, I can't see it, so Chris J's just got on. J. Chris, I can never get his name right. What's he saying? Jay's just got on. J. Chris, I can never get his name right. That's me, that's not him. Sorry, peeps, I'm just, what's going on? See what J. Chris is talking about. Mandela effect, you'll never believe how long it took me to fly to LA, to Florida. What the... So, yeah, I can't see that, Dad, so I don't know what it is. I think we've touched a nerve, maybe. Yeah. That geometric stuff, very good once you get into it. I'm always keep meaning to look at that. Is that what we're getting from above? Downloads and stuff. See, I'm meaning to sit in the garden and watch the clouds anyway, even though it seems to be one big cloud in the UK and really windy. But funnily enough, the other day, I don't know if I've got this in film and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, and my phone is about to die, but I did film the sky and I thought I saw something that looked like a face turning in there, and I was like, what is that? I'm going to look if I've got it. People will be like, what is she going on about? But I believe once you start, like the other day with Roxanne, I kept saying to her, I can see orbs going past you. And then yesterday when I was on, I saw orbs going past me. Someone said they saw them. I was like, I don't normally see them. So I do believe once you start seeing, you start seeing. Right. Let me see. Yeah, I've got it here, but I don't, you'll be able to see it? And my phone is rubbish. It died again. And my screen's filthy, so let me just have a look. Nah, you're not going to be able to see it because the camera's rubbish. Yes, Dolly, you are being downloaded by Q most 369, but us 300. Do you know what I said to my son today? You're going to laugh at this. I've got to go in a minute, but he said 37 something, and I went, and he's just shouting these numbers out down the road. I don't know why. He's like 3710 or something, he said, and I went, just shout 369 out. So he went 369, 369, and I went Tesla. So he was going Tesla, 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 369, Tesla, Tesla, all the way to nursery. I was laughing. I was like, But like I said, Fifth as well, this picture behind me, I keep saying this, her face without the hair, her face, if she was bald, looks like that, the woman off the film. Multiple people seeing Tesla in the sky. Somebody actually sent me a picture of the capture of his face. Well, I've heard some stories about stuff like that, and it's so interesting. Like I say, are things projected in the sky because things are coming from somewhere else, and they can be projected. I don't know how. Also, that film I'm watching about the extraterrestrial, it shows you all there about the president and people rioting because they're saying that there's an alien invasion. And what took my interest was the media was saying it was an alien invasion, because remember, Project Bluebeam, they're going to do a fake alien invasion so everyone goes mad. And in the sanctuary states and stuff, everyone was going mad and kicking off and looting and rioting. But the people who were actually at the thing that came to communicate, I mean, I haven't seen all the film yet, I don't know if it ends or anything, but at the beginning, they were just trying to communicate and there was nothing bad there, but the mainstream media were saying something completely different, like, whoa, they're bad. So everyone's running around getting violent because that's what they wanted, looting everywhere and rioting, when actually that isn't what was happening behind the scenes. They were just coming because people said, are they scientists, in their own realm where they live or whatever. It was interesting. And by the way, Valerian, the film I also watched, said that they lived in harmony and they lived in harmony, and when the world got destroyed, they ended up on this spaceship thing, and they were learning how to put it together, and they had to learn, what did it say? They had to learn languages, physics, physiology, philosophy, mathematics and all this. I thought it sounds a bit like us, what we've done in it, you know, through time. I was like, sort of, yeah, it was just really good. How can I explain this on here without being confusing? I painted a mermaid years ago. I had a message 2 days ago that said that it is an image of me in the upper right wall. Oh, well, I also did after the picture of the bold being, I actually did a picture of her before that one. I did the fish, obviously, because I'm a Pisces, and then I did a mermaid. And then after that, I did this. It's like I'm trying to look in my books now, like what was I drawing at the time? I don't know if I was always drawing women with blue hair. This was ages ago. This was last year. Trying to see. I don't know, just having a quick look back at what I was drawing. Quick flick through. The moon. Yeah, although I did love this picture though, crystals. A little plant there. A little plant. I'll probably be showing this tonight again anyway. A rose. What else? I don't know. My Buddha in my garden, but in the dark. Kryptonite, thanks Kryptonite, I always can't. I'll check what you're all saying in a minute. Birds. Now I've got a bird. Arian. Do you remember this one? And this one was the other day, just randomly. Green heart, red hair. And I wrote on it, we're all angels trying to find our way home. Ooh. But I'll re-show some of the stuff I've been doing, so I need to throw myself back in my art again. Maybe that's why that changed, because if you think about it, Arian, or that, however you say it, she's got wings. She's got feathers. I've put birds in, and it'll have more stuff on different elements and animals. And you know that changed so much because she had blue hair, now she's got purple. The face went darker, then it went lighter. It's changed. She's got green eyes. Don't know if that's anything, but she's changed a lot. Thank you. Well, I will be bringing the art more in because obviously it's important, and that's how I believe I get things in, is through my art, because that's what we're meant to do. So I don't even know what I was waffling on about, but yes, I think I'm on tonight about 11 UK time on Iron Realm Media. I think just introduce myself. Iron Realm Media tonight. And then this weekend I'm going to have a rest. I'm going to be doing a lot of art this weekend, try and get stuff done. I will try and do some stuff in a bit as well for tonight, because I'll probably come on and do follow your art a little bit, maybe before 8 o'clock, maybe 7 till 8, because I'll go and support Roxanne the Globalist and I think she's putting a premiere up or something. Or if not, I'll do it on Saturday, but I think it will be tonight. Your art always brightens my day. You are doing more hula hooping soon. Yes, I will be doing. It's because I like doing it outside, and the weather has been blowing a gale. It's freezing. It was really cold today. I've had to put the heating on again. But yes. Going live after Dolly is done. And the music is going live. I've got to tidy up and get a drink and just sort my papers out on here and stuff. So yeah, so like I said, if you haven't seen the film Valerian on Netflix, go and watch it. It is brilliant, especially if you can look at what, listen and look at what they're saying. But the Mew thing, that word, but they put an L in it. I just went straight to this map and was like, I've seen that somewhere. I've seen it. Mew, Atlantis, Lemuria. The bald heads, and then yes, I saw a Fifth Worlds video the other day, and I was like, and you just said that now, and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yes. Can they project their images through stuff so we can see it? Because maybe they can't actually be here, like we're told Palladian guidance is on the Q map, so it's a guidance, information, crystals hold information and stuff. This, by the way, if I put this near my charger, when I'm charging this, it seems to go quicker, and this is rose quartz. So it's getting interesting, isn't it? So yeah, yes, I'll get sit down. I've seen it. When I joined your channel, I've seen it. Keep up your art is coming through. Yeah, I will do, and I know that's why I said this weekend's going to be for me to do my art, because I've not got a little one, so it's going to be a lot easier with no distractions, because it is hard when you've got distractions. I just want to say before I go, if you didn't hear me at the beginning, you remember the other day, especially Fifth and Dave, I pulled a card out, and I'm going to pull a card out before I go, and it was one of my other ones, and I was talking about a gnome who talked about field mice, and he watched the way they twitched their whiskers and stuff like that. That night, I saw something in the corner of my eye and thought, what was that? It was a field mouse. A little field mouse, it was cute. Went in the bird cage for its nuts, and I thought, how did that get in the house? Because I sit outside and leave the door open, I think it came in. I was like, I just pulled a card out with a field mouse in it. And there's a field mouse in the house. So I had to buy this. I haven't seen it, don't know where it is, not seen it. But I had to get this because it doesn't kill them, it just flips the thing. I don't even know if it works. And I should be able to catch it and set it free. But I was like, what? There's a field mouse in the house, I have to pull in a card with the field mouse. So I was like, Your art is outside of the circles of time. So, it's not, I don't think that was a coincidence, was it? I was like, what is this field mouse doing in my house? It was very cute, but I was like, I need to get you out though. You might be scaring the bird. So I'll just pull a card before I go, and I've got to go and tidy up. If anyone is interested, I just did a video on new snake has been discovered. Oh, I'll check it out after. Hi Hayley, how are you? Not seen you for ages. Are you okay? I'm going now, but I'm just pulling a card out. It's all crazy. It's all crazy, but very exciting. I believe Dolly painted a star being when she painted Electra. Oh yeah, there was that one as well, and she had blue hair. So was my other one. Well, it's like this one, because I really, really want to print this one off, and I can't work with printer at the minute. The new one that I've got that I don't know how to work. You know. But yeah, starting to link up a little bit. See, lots of ladybirds in winter, they are lucky. Funny you should say that. I've had 2 ladybirds in the house on my window ledge in my bedroom, and yes, they are lucky. Yeah, 2 ladybirds. Have a beautiful day since you have to go and stay warm. Thank you, you too. So I'm just going to let a card come out. Can't beat a bald head. No, nothing wrong with a bald head. Oh, doing housework, growing vegetables and sewing, that's brilliant. I've got to go and do some housework. Got to grow some vegetables this year and lots of flowers. And yeah, I've been doing a bit of sewing too. Oh, that just flew out. Oh, I like this one. Oh, what colour is she in the background? And there's birds on it. Hope and happiness. And these are all animals. People, animals, elements, insects, all in this one path, you know, of happiness, which is a bit like that film Valerian, because they said they worked in harmony with the elements and everything else, and they all worked together in harmony, and everything was like that for centuries until obviously something destroyed it. Sound familiar? And they also said in the film, when these people came or whatever that we never knew of, they never knew. So, hope and happiness. There's got to be positivity, people. Oh, lion angel, yeah. Lion, strong energy, lion heart. So I'm going to go because I'm just waffling. I'll probably be on about 7, hopefully 7:30. And just talk about a new book that I've just got for my arting to follow off from my other one. And if I've done any stuff, I'll come and show it. It'll just be a short one because I've not done much. This tripod I got is rubbish. I got another cheap one and it doesn't even bend down so you can see me drawing. So I've got to wait again to get another one. I think I had a link put in a description about if anyone wanted to, you know, support with anything, you know, like a coffee drink, you know, to support to the channel. Not that I ever say that because I forget and I never do it anyway. But, you know, I think it's there. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. So this one is naff. It's already broken, it's new. And the other one I had used to bend down on a bird's eye view, so you can see me drawing. So I want one of them because sometimes I'll be doing stuff on the PC. When I get better with stuff, there'll be all sorts I'll be able to do. And I need an aerial view so you can see me drawing sometimes, so I can have some chats when I'm drawing and you can see how I draw and certain stuff like I've done in the past when I managed to do it. So yeah. And a lot of things I think people are realising is you've got to come out of the fear. You've got to come out of the fear, people. And you're going to a reggae festival. Yay! That sounds really good. I had a similar situation to the purchase of retrograde messing with us. So I'm going to go. Have a nice Friday. I'll see you later.